So the more that I look into this stuff on Vic Mignogna, I feel that he's being really driven through the mud by people. And there's plenty of stuff coming out, especially now, that is showing people are fabricating stuff on him. Not just Anime News Network, but there's actually closed cabals like Facebook groups where they're actively trying to Photoshop pictures and make him look terrible. I've got all the leaked screenshots here. We're going to go through them. But first, I want to show this once again. So this is from this was on Anime News Network. They showed this picture with the girl's face blocked out. Tried to make it look like it was a non-consensual pass. And that's how they published their story. Well, it turns out that wasn't true at all, as the girl who actually was in that picture shared this story. There is a photo going around with Vic giving me a kiss on the cheek, and they are falsely stating I was 20 years of age in 2012. I am only 21 now. This particular photo was taken in Manchester at Resimble Ranger dinner that I set up, that my mother was present at along with other parents. I requested these photos myself with my mom and Vic's consent. I do not want to be involved in any negativity towards Vic and cause him any distress or bad press. Vic is generally a nice man who I admire and looked up to for many years. In no way have I got anything to do with the negativity towards Vic or the allegations. Seeing this has distressed me tonight, and I want to set the record straight. Keep your head up, Vic, and try and rise above it. Now, Anime News Network covered this and made it look like he was harassing the girl, which is blatantly false. Don't forget, in my previous video, I also showed what they did to Clownfish TV, where they were going around tagging them and saying that they're extremists because they're taking more of a neutral stance on this. And I think that they're correct to do so. I saw the quartering is sticking up for him, and I'm glad to see people are sticking up for this. The guy needs it. He's been fired from Funimation, Rooster Teeth. He's probably one of the most successful voice actors in the industry from what I've seen. I don't watch most dubs, right? But I did like the dub of Full Metal Alchemist, which he played, Edward Elric. He also was in Broly, which is doing well. And it's the success that's making him get burned. But let's go in through this and we'll talk about it a little bit more. So one of these secret Facebook cabals is getting some stuff linked. So here's some stuff that's getting linked out. It's out of context. They're just showing this picture. And this is what a lot of the stuff always is. It's always just him hugging people. That's it. He's just an over-friendly dude who probably shouldn't have, been so awkward socially, right? And that's what he's doing. He's just obviously kind of just an awkward dude. And this is being like some kind of hardcore assault. But they posted this out of context, just put it out there. It probably got retweeted and liked like crazy. But it turns out this is what's going on here. So this is leaked screenshots from a private Facebook group. And this is the stuff that they're planning in there. You should Photoshop that picture so it looks like Vic's hand is on your chest. That way, no one can claim that it's out of context. And it makes Vic look worse than he is. So we got some people trying to defend against that. Now falsifying evidence is gross. And then this person says once again, even if it helps make Vic look bad. And then they say, even if it makes Vic look like Hitler. And then they talk about, oh, it would be fun. We should do that to make it look like he hates the Jewish people. And then they say, why would you do that? You could get the case thrown out of court. And they say, the person says, not if the Photoshop looks convincing. We go here. Just don't do it. It's extremely harmful to the victims. And then this dumb person says, this is a closed group, so not anyone can see this. Too bad. Now at least a few thousand people are going to see this. And I'm sure other people will pick it up and cover this as well now. So we go here. And this is the owner of the group. If you keep leaking crap from my group, I'm kicking you out. I'm extremely displeased with you. Once again, I apologize. I thought the idea was to make up whatever we can to make him look bad. Let's listen to that again. Once again, I apologize. I thought the idea, parenthesis, of this group, parenthesis, was to make whatever we can to make him look bad. They're literally sitting in there trying to think of ways to make Vic look bad. What a coincidence! Where have we seen this before? Remember with Diversity in Comics, Richard C. Meyer, when all those Facebook groups were popping up trying to get him in trouble? Huh. Seems that this is a running theme when people want to be burned. When people want to burn people down, this is what they do. They get in these little groups and they collaborate and they try to take people down. I don't see any hardcore evidence, but what I do see now is the industry, like Anime News Network, trying to bury him, private little cabals trying to bury him. I haven't seen any kind of convincing evidence that he's doing anything bad, other than he didn't want to sign some artwork that he didn't agree with, and then he might have been rude to some staff. Everything else seems like he's just being friendly to his fans and a little awkward, which was not smart. But now his life is ruined, right? Probably never going to work in the industry again. Is this just people jealous or something? You see Chris Sabat, Sean Shamil, the voice of Bulma, Monica, whatever her name is, all throwing him under the bus now. And, you know, you don't see them talking about this. That's just believe, he said, she said. Even though we have groups actively talking about photoshopping stuff, making stuff up to make him look racist, and sitting in these little groups. We have actual evidence of this now, right? But there's nothing to show that he's this big creeper. All that I've seen so far is that he's just an awkward, weird dude. And that's not against the law. So I'm just really kind of blown away by this. All right, so to close it out, I'm going to play a clip from this video. I will link the video in the description if you want to watch the whole 11-minute video yourself. But I wanted to close it out and just kind of recap some stuff. So Vic does have a lawyer, and he's probably going to sue for defamation, right? These leaked screenshots, and I guarantee you there's going to be more, showing that these little groups are planning to try to do whatever they can to make him look bad. You have Anime News Network taking pictures out of context and not retracting it. They never said anything about that. And that has been archived and captured. That's not going anywhere. And I think that that's probably liable. Like he can probably get some money out of Anime News Network. But we hear these things, like on Clownfish's video they were talking about, and he has a lot of connections, both of them do, about, you know, inside the anime industry. And they talk about, you know, they want to tear down the industry to replace it. And what do you think they're going to replace it with? They're going to replace it with stuff like High Guardian Spice, She-Ra. You know, they don't want stuff like Goblin Slayer, Rising of the Shield Hero, right? But the thing of it is they can't do anything about it because Japan is untouchable. Can't touch Japan. And that's a problem for these people. It really is. And, you know, what is Vic, right? Let's talk about some facts. Vic is a Christian. Vic is probably a conservative. Vic is a handsome white dude. These are things, and he's successful too. These are things that NPCs don't like. And, you know, he screwed up, being kind of dumb, making these stupid, awkward hugs, right? He shouldn't have done that. But there's no reason to destroy the man over this, and that's exactly what they're doing to him. And like I said, I haven't seen anything that makes him look guilty to me. All I see are these people trying to bury him with a bunch of garbage. You got groups talking about Photoshop. You've got shill sites going after him. Big red flags for me. But anyway, check out the links. Check this video out. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think about all this stuff. Definitely hit that notification bell. And now I'm going to play this for you. But definitely leave a comment. Let me know what you think, right? Do you think I'm wrong? Let me know.
Just because 1,000 people want a hug doesn't mean everybody does. And I got really lazy. Over the years, I got really lazy. And I got used to being the same person all the time. And I was insensitive to the fact that there could be people out there that don't want that. And it has never, ever been my intention to offend or hurt anyone.